explain to them why this is important, why the airport is located, where it is located. And after I tried explaining all of this to them, they said two things. First of all, very cool, Dad. So, cool. And that's a very important badge to get from teenagers. And the second one, I didn't quite understand. And I acted like I knew what they were talking about. So I Googled it later. They said, okay, so Suriname got a glow up. I'm like, what is a glow up? So if you don't mind, I'm going to share with you what Google, its definition is of a glow up. A glow up is a slang term, especially popular on social media, that refers to a significant positive transformation, often involving appearance, confidence, and lifestyle, perceived as an improvement. So Suriname got a glow up. I think that deserves a round of applause. I am sure that after the various speakers address us tonight, that all of us will understand the importance and the significance of this strategic investment for our country, and therefore for everything that has to do with the development of our beautiful nation. I would now like to welcome the first speaker of the night. I've never met a more passionate person when it comes to his work, his role. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the director of the EAG Airport, Mr. Timothy Mendonça.
What an audience. Good evening. We are especially honored here today with the presence of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Suriname, Mr. Chandrika Prasad Santokhi. His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Suriname, Mr. Ronnie Brunswijk. The Vice President of the Region of Air Transport, Mr. Chester Leons, the President of the Committee of Tourism and Vice President of the Region, Mr. Jean-Luc Lewest, Honorable Ministers, esteemed member of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, all distinguished international guests who took the effort to fly over and to drive all the way from Cayenne to Paramaribo to witness this event, valued shareholders, dedicated EAG Airport team, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks a historic moment for Suriname. What began as 10 years ago as a heliport Paramaribo is now officially transformed into Eduard Alexander Gummels International Airport, a fully certified airport built with bold vision of regional and international connectivity. This week, we proudly welcomed international traffic from our airlines Gamer, but also from Trans-Guyana Airways, which the aircrafts you can see here outside. Our airport, the facilities at our airport, we have a runway of 1,290 meters long, 23 meters wide. We have a terminal building which could facilitate over 100 passengers with the newest security technology, and in the future with sustainable energy that will support our building. With all these different elements, we meet all international standards. Despite the size of our runway and despite the size of our airport, we are highly capable and tailored to serve offshore logistics, tourism, executive travel, and key sectors. These are key sectors for Suriname's growth and the future. Our vision is to position ourselves as the EAG Airport as the hub of the Guyanas, with connections from Suriname to Guyana, but also to French Guyana, and many more destinations to come. We will continue to support all the offshore helicopter operations while we serve as the international hub for Gummels. And we are fully equipped to offer all the services to other commercial airlines, but also for private and executive jets. This realization of the airport is a result of an intensive aerodrome certification process led by our dedicated professional aviation team in close collaboration with different authorities. Prior to building this airport, we had complete an environmental social impact analysis. Safety and security are the foundations on which we build. Every protocol, every procedure is designed to meet the highest international standards. This project was only possible through strong public-private collaborations. Yes, while AIG is a private-owned company and a private-owned airport, the government plays a key role in items like the immigrations, customs, weather, the air traffic control, all those different stakeholders. I think we have been talking with more than 11 stakeholders to make this happen. This shows what can be achieved when the private sector and government share common views. We've built this airport not just on concrete and asphalt, but with passion and teamwork. I express extreme gratitude to our team. Your dedication has been unmatched. You are truly the heart of AIG Airport. This airport is 100% local content. 100% local content. This initiative, this is initiated, financed, designed, built, and will be operated by Surinamese. And we're very proud of that. As someone who studied abroad, and I studied airport planning and management, it is an honor beyond words to now open and operate an airport in my own country. It makes me very proud. I want to express deep gratitude, first of all, to the Almighty, to all the shareholders, and especially Dean Gummels, for the trust he put in me to lead this organization. I want to thank my wife for supporting us in everything we do so I can make this possible, what we're doing over here. I want to thank our contractors and all the different consultants locally and abroad who supported us. Our entire team, again, thank you for making this possible. We are ready to serve as Suriname's executive airport. Efficient, comfortable, and reliable. Thank you for being part of this milestone.
Thank you, Timothy. I guess all of us gets a better idea of what we actually are talking about and that you are part of a very significant moment in the history of our country. I must kindly ask you, when Timothy started his speech, he referenced what a crowd, and it is a very exciting crowd, and because of that, I need to kindly ask you to try and give your full attention to the speakers that grace this podium because they have very important remarks to share with you, and the limitations of our sound installation cannot compete with all of you talking at once. So kindly, you are asked to give your full attention to the speakers who grace the podium this evening. Our next speaker, I've never got an applause for that before, but there's a first time for everything. All right, our next speaker, I've been hearing this name since I was a young boy, and he is still one of the playmakers in the aviation industry in Suriname. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the CEO of Gummels, Mr. Dean Gummels.
Thank you very much. This is overwhelming. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Suriname, Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Suriname, Mr. Ronnie Brunswijk, the Vice President of the region in charge of the air transport, Mr. Chester Leons, the President of the Committee of Tourism and Vice President of the region, Mr. Jean-Luc Lewest, the Honorable Ministers, esteemed members of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, all our distinguished international guests, our valued shareholders, the dedicated EAG team, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. What an honor it is to stand before you today on this special and historic event. The official opening of Eduard Alexander Gummels International Airport marks a new phase for our business group, the aviation sector, and our beautiful Suriname. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests and all those present. Your presence underscores the significance of this milestone and the collective efforts we have made to reach this moment. And what a moment it is. It's a moment where we have not reached the finish line, but rather the starting line. The start of a new chapter where a great dream of multiple generations of our family has come true. This new airport offers unprecedented opportunities for Gummers and the aviation sector. One of the greatest milestones is the introduction of our new Beechcraft 1900, right behind you, an aircraft that meets the highest standards in the industry. This enables us to carry out operations even more efficiently and safely in a sector that is essential to Suriname's economy. Additionally, this airport opens the door to new destinations, including Cayenne, significantly strengthening our regional connectivity. We have also ensured that the facilities at this airport are optimally tailored to the needs of the oil and gas industry. With the development of this airport, we hope to contribute to further economic growth and the development of Suriname. But as we stand here today at the beginning of a new era for Suriname, I would like to stress the importance of the private sector in this development. The private sector is vital in driving economic growth and national progress. I therefore urge policymakers to actively support this private sector through favorable policies, investment incentives, and a business-friendly environment. The future of Suriname depends on it. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey to this moment has not been without challenges. We've had to overcome obstacles, endure setbacks, and make difficult decisions. But with dedication, collaboration, and an unwavering belief in our mission, we have made it possible. Today is proof that vision, hard work, and determination always lead to success. That's why I ask for a warm round of applause for the strong team led by Timothy Mendonça, who sacrificed countless days and nights to set up this project with immense passion. My deepest respect and gratitude go to the visionaries who with their vision and hard work laid the foundations upon which we stand here today. Without their dedication, we would not be here. With the same dedication and hard work, we hope to have laid the groundwork for future generations. Furthermore, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the tireless efforts of Piet Gummels, who is undoubtedly smiling down on us today as we celebrate this achievement. But most importantly today, we want to honor the man who served as an inspiration for us all, Eduard Alexander Gummels. His passion and dedication have motivated us to continue striving for growth and development. His legacy lives on in this beautiful airport that now bears his name. This is a moment of pride, a moment to celebrate together what we have achieved and to look forward to the future with confidence. Let us cherish this moment because we only get to experience it once. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, CEO of Gumair, Mr. Dean Gummels, for those inspirational remarks and for the very important reminders given to us in that speech. I would now like to invite the President of the Committee of Tourism and the Vice President of the Region, Mr. Jean-Luc Lewest.
Mr. President, Mr. the Vice President, all people. Normally I have to explain me in French, but I try tonight try to explain me in English. Maybe I don't have a translator in French, but I can. I just want to tell you thank you for inviting us for these good events. For us, it's very important to connect French Guiana and Suriname. We need to connect for business and tourism also. First of all, you have 2 years ago, a lady's coming in my office. You say, I want to open a line. I have a dream to open the line, Georgetown, Paramaribo, Cayenne. You say, well, but this is possible, we do that. I tell him, do it. Coming with a new airline, and we try to do the best for us. We try to support this airline, and we invite Mr. Gummels and the Gumair. Is coming for the big fair in the tourism industry in French Guiana. It's the Salon du Tourisme et des Loisirs de la Guyane. Thank you, Dean, to make this line. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your power. Thank you for your job, because you make a good job to connect all the country on the plate on the Guyana. The Guyana need people like you to make the good business, to make a good support, to develop also tourism, but also the business. I hope this line on this airport we hope to have a good business, a good support all time. I just want to tell you, from French Guiana, you have all support for you, and you can, wherever you want to come, you be there on your country in French Guiana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Jean-Luc Lewest. I would now like to ask the Ambassador of Guyana to join us on stage, the Honorable Ferdinand Depot, to address you. Yes, help me welcome the Ambassador of Guyana, the Honorable Mr. Depot.
A lot of tall people before me. Dean, I think that was you. You said the bike high, right? Your Excellency, President Santoki, Excellency, Vice President Brunswick, ministers of government, members of parliament, board of directors of Gummels, management, the family who are present, distinguished, I hope I mentioned my colleagues at Diplomatic Corps, distinguished members of the business community, representatives of international organizations, ladies and gentlemen. It is a distinct honor and privilege to join you this afternoon to celebrate the opening of the Edward Alexander Gummels Airport, a truly remarkable achievement for the Republic of Suriname and for the broader region. Allow me, on behalf of the Cooperative Republic of Ghana and His Excellency, President Dr. Irfan Ali, to extend warm congratulations to President Santokhi, the Gummels family, and to the private sector partners whose vision and investment have brought this modern facility to life. The EJ Airport is not only a physical gateway, it is a symbol of Suriname's commitment to progress, to innovation, and to regional collaboration. Its strategic location, high-quality infrastructure, and ability to accommodate both rotary and fixed-wing aircraft positions it as a hub for local and regional travel. The launch of direct connections between Paramaribo, Georgetown, and Cayenne, this facility has already begun to redefine mobility in our sub-region. This airport comes at a crucial moment as we seek to deepen ties between our nations and strengthen regional cooperation. Air connectivity is not a luxury anymore, it is a strategic necessity. In the Caribbean, where our territories are often separated by water, reliable and affordable air transport is indispensable for economic development, trade, and integration. A study by the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority showed that aviation contributes significantly to our economy. In Guyana, more than 20 billion annually, Guyana dollars, representing 3.2% of our GDP, and supporting close to 12,000 jobs. Yet, despite this potential, the Caribbean continues to grapple with limited intra-regional connectivity, high operating costs, and fragmented regulatory regimes. The Caribbean Development Bank, in its recent assessment, has called attention to the urgent need for reform and investment in regional air transport. It estimates that optimizing connectivity could unlock $4.4 billion in GDP and create thousands of jobs across the region. These are not abstract numbers. They represent real opportunities for growth, livelihoods, and inclusive development. The EAG Airport opens new doors for tourism between Guyana and Suriname. Our two countries are rich in natural beauty, cultural diversity, and heritage. As we develop multi-destination packages and ecotourism circuits, improved flight options make it possible for visitors to experience both countries with a single itinerary, multiplying the value of each tourism dollar. At the same time, this airport greatly enhances the ease of doing business as Guyana and Suriname continues to advance collaboration in the oil and gas industry, agro-processing, forestry and logistics. We need efficient transport to facilitate site visits, executive travel, supply chain movement, and joint ventures. Same-day travel between Georgetown, and Paramaribo can now become standard practice, increasing investor confidence and reducing transportation costs. President Irfan Ali has consistently emphasized the importance of regional air mobility in realizing the vision of One Caribbean. He has advocated for a single regional airspace, lower travel costs for Caribbean citizens, and greater support for the movement of goods and skilled professionals across our borders. These goals align closely with the work that the Caribbean Regional Air Transport Connectivity Project has done and with IDB reports. Let us also recognize that connectivity is directly linked to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, whether we're speaking of SDG 8 on decent work and economic growth, or SDG 9 on infrastructure and innovation, or SDG 17 on partnerships. Airports like this are enablers of broader development aspirations. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, today we are not simply opening an airport, we are opening new possibilities. The Edward Alexander Gummels Airport represents what is possible when vision meets investment, and when national progress aligns with regional ambition. As Guyana's resident ambassador in Suriname, I'm excited about the future of our bilateral cooperation and the opportunities that enhanced connectivity will bring, not only to government and businesses, but the people we serve. Let us continue to work together, Suriname, Guyana, the Caribbean, and our development partners, to build a region that is more connected, more competitive, and more united. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador. From our friendly neighbors in the West, Guyana, we now proceed to Europe, because we also have friendly neighbors in the East, and they are also represented here today by a very high-ranking member of their government. Can you please help me welcome the Honorable Nicolas de la Coste, the Ambassador of France.
Mr. President of the Republic of Suriname, His Excellency Chandrika Persat Santokhi, Mr. Vice President of the Republic of Suriname, His Excellency Ronnie Brunswick, honorable members of the National Assembly, members of the Cabinet, dear members of the Corps Diplomatique, dear representatives of the private sector, et sans oublier la forte délégation de la collectivité territoriale de Guyane, all my colleagues who came especially from Cayenne today, thank you very much for inviting me. Goedenavond iedereen. I didn't know I would be speaking in the name of Europe. I do it with pleasure. We have here the ambassador of the Netherlands. We are Europe, we are neighbors within Buren, and we will remain your neighbors. And with the new flight connections that will soon take place, we will be even closer neighbors. We will not only speak about connectivity, but we will realize it on an everyday basis. Let me speak as the French ambassador to Suriname and Guyana, but as well in the name of the Préfet de Guyane, Antoine Poussier, who asked me to represent him today. It is not every day in the life of a civil servant or of anyone to take part in such a ceremony. Dear Timothy, dear Dean, you can be really proud of your work so many years, and your families can be proud of you. Please applaud them once again. So, this airport will soon connect Georgetown, Paramaribo, and Cayenne. We hope soon. We understand that some papers are still needed. As far as the French ambassador, we will do all that you can, and Jean-Luc Le Ouest from the Collectivité Territoriale de Guyane said as well, if we can help in any way, we will do it in a very friendly manner. With this new route, business ties, tourism, cultural exchanges, human interactions of all kinds will get a new boost. And we are very happy about that, because now this absence of direct connections is a real hinder for us. For having discussed these issues with the business community in Cayenne, in Georgetown, in Paramaribo, they are all waiting with a big impatience for this connection to take place, but we understand that this is a question, not time. Tot slot, I would like to thank you once again for inviting us and congratulate you for this beautiful achievement today and that we are all witnessing it. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Dank u wel. Grand Tanguy.
Mr. Ambassador, een goed voorbeeld doet volgen. I come explain that to you later. So merci, dank u wel, Grand Tanguy. All right, I would now like to invite the Vice President of the Republic of Suriname, His Excellency, Mr. Ronnie Brunswijk, for his special address. Mr. Vice President, you are invited, sir.
Dank u wel. President of the Republic Suriname, His Excellency Chandrika Prasad Santokhi. Make a big hand of the President. Honorable Minister President, Chairman of the Parliament, I don't see him here, Member of Parliament, Minister of the Government, Ambassadors of several countries here present, friends and families, especially the Gummels family members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with the utmost joy that I stand here today to witness the opening of the Eduard Alexander Gummels International Airport, the IEG Airport. In the heart of Paramaribo, we have a new airport in Paramaribo. Thank you, family Gummels. My personal relationship with the Gummels family extends decades, starting with Gum Air and the small aircraft that flew to the interior of Suriname. I have had the honor to witness their growth firsthand. From humble beginning to launching an international airport today. The Gummels family have been a major part in the aviation movements of people's foods, medicine aids, and disasters, machinery, and fixes routes to host with life in remote areas of our country. They have always supported human aid activities, and I thank you for that. The opening of this first private-owned international airport in Suriname will assure more work and more movement of people's skills and knowledge, and will bring in the needed economics-based benefits for our country. This airport will strengthen regional connectivity, particularly with the Guyanas and Caribbean, support growing oil and gas logistics, tourism, and business travel land. It will open doors for jobs creation and aviation, hospitality, security, maintenance, and logistics. The IEG Airport is a private initiative developed and financed independently. It has not been an easy road for you. It took years and years of planning and execution. The government's role here is supportive, providing essentially public service at this new legal border to our country, and this is a great public-private partnership. The IEG Airport is therefore a clear example of how public-private collaboration can deliver national asset. Again, I am proud to be here. This opening is a proud moment, not just for the family, but for all of Suriname. The Gummels family have proven that there is a Surinamese dream, and this IEG Airport is a symbol of confidence in Suriname's future. I thank you for relentless confidence in our country and our people and in our country. Finally, I bring homage to you, founding father, especially Eduard Alexander Gummels. You have not only made his proud, but all of Surinamese people.
May you be prosperous with this airport. Congratulations and good luck. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. You gave away in your speech that you have been a loyal customer, and we take it that you will continue to stay loyal to this cause. Thank you so much, sir. It is now time for the keynote address of the evening, and the speaker who is going to present us with the keynote address is none other than His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Suriname, Mr. Chandrika Persat Santokhi. Mr. President, you are invited, sir.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you for the respect and the recognition. Good evening to all of you. Let me extend my greetings to His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Suriname, the members of the Council of Ministers, the members of Corps, diplomatic Corps, our ambassadors who are present here today, the President of the Board and the CEO of Gummels and staff, our friends from La Guyane, representatives of the several institutions, all our distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor and a proud moment for me to welcome you all to the official opening of the Eduard Alexander Gummels International Airport. Wow, what a historic milestone. Congratulations to you all. And it is a remarkable milestone, not only because we are opening a world-class aviation facility, but because this moment reflects what is possible when vision, private enterprise, and national partnership come together to shape and serve Suriname's future. From the outset, allow me to express my sincere appreciation to the Managing Director of the EAG Airport and the CEO of Gummels. Your entrepreneurial spirit, bold vision, and unwavering commitment have brought this transformative project to life. You have not only honored the legacy of Mr. Eduard Alexander Gummels, but you have contributed something lasting and vital to the Republic of Suriname. The EAG International Airport is a privately developed and operated facility built with the foresight to support Suriname's next phase of economic development, particularly in the areas of aviation, logistics, and offshore services. It is a clear demonstration that the private sector, when empowered by vision and determination, can lead national infrastructure development. Yes, this is also a story of public-private partnership at its best. Through formal memorandums of understanding, the government of Suriname plays an essential role in the airport's daily operations. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the dedicated efforts of several public institutions that are enabling EAG Airport to meet international standards. At Korps Brandweer Suriname, our own fire brigade, for providing the personnel and training needed to ensure compliance with international fire safety standards. The Air Traffic Services and the Air Control Department Luchtvaartdienst for overseeing safe and coordinated flight operations. Meteo Suriname, also Meteo Dienst, for providing real-time aviation weather data from on-site situation and station. Our immigration and custom authorities for maintaining efficient and secure processing of passengers and cargo. And the presence of our national police and security services who safeguard the lawful and smooth functioning of this strategic entry point. Thanks to this collaborative model, the Eduard Alexander Gummels International Airport is not only operational, but also internationally certified and fully compliant with the ICAO standard. This facility also strengthens our link with neighboring countries and regional partners and is supporting the regional integration of our countries and people. While some of our closest friends may not be physically present here today, the spirit of regional cooperation remains strong, and this airport stands ready to serve as a bridge across our shared aspirations. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are not only cutting a ribbon, we are opening a new chapter in the history of Suriname, in the history of connectivity, and the support of the regional development, the integration, and in support of the oil and gas development. This airport stands as a symbol of national ambition, of private sector confidence, and of our collective readiness to meet the future with efficiency, comfort, and international connectivity. Let this moment be an inspiration to all sectors of our society that when vision is supported by action and when collaboration is embraced across sectors, progress becomes inevitable. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, to the Gummels family, the management, the investors, staff, and everyone who contributed to the realization of this vision, on behalf of the government and the people of Suriname, I thank you. And now to the people of Suriname, let us be proud. This is your airport. This is your future. Let us use it wisely and let it carry us higher. Before closing, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's very difficult to believe in coincidence, because this date of the opening was planned so many weeks ago, and I think it was postponed twice. But this date was planned so many weeks ago already in my agenda. But today, when I'm standing here, I can inform you that I was invited by Mr. Dean Gummels and his team to visit his facility, and I came here. And he gave me all the information and also the observation of the physical infrastructure. And I asked him one question, Mr. Gummels. You know this area in the north part, based on international data and development, is a risky area. And he showed me a map, and he said, yes, it is risky. Today, I'm just coming from Wegnarsee. We started to build the defense wall to protect your coastal area by bringing first stage, the first stage of the emergency dam of 4.5 kilometers. And after finalizing that, we will start with the sea defense wall from Wegnarsee till Leonsberg. So your area will be protected. It cannot be a coincidence. And the second one is, yes, it is the role, the responsibility, and a task of government to facilitate private sector. Private sector in terms of direct incentives, private sector in terms of license, administrative support, logistic support. Yes, but the role of the government is also to make the country attractive for investment. The role of the government is also to have a strong rule of law, to have a stable economy, but also to have a country with very strong international partners and cooperation. That's why when we started almost 4.5 years ago, we decided to have a comprehensive plan to bring that reform in the country on all sectors. And we were engaged in an IMF cooperation supported by so many other international financial institutions and so many friendly nations. And we went through a very tough, comprehensive reform program. And we went through several reviews. And today, it cannot be coincidence. The final assessment was made on Suriname by the IMF board. The final review, the 9th review, was discussed in Washington at the headquarters of IMF, and all members of the IMF, all international institutions had approved the review of Suriname as very positive, and that as country and government, we have expressed leadership, commitment, dedication. But this success is not a success of the government. This success is a success of the people of Suriname. This success is a success of you all who have supported the program in a very difficult time period that we went through this IMF program. And with this final assessment review of the IMF, we will come to the end of the IMF program, the extended facility fund, the end of this month. That was a time period very positive for Suriname, difficult time period, but we have created the condition for economic growth, the condition of stability, the condition of private sector investment, and today we are witnessing your investment here in Suriname based on those conditions. May I extend my congratulations to you all, particularly to the family Gummels. And with this, I have the great honor of declaring the Eduard Alexander Gummels International Airport officially open. May God bless you all. Thank you.
President of the Republic of Suriname, the Honorable Mr. Chandrika Prasad Santoki. With reference to the President, his key address, explaining to us that it's not an easy road, I would also like to ask you to please be seated as the President takes his seat, and ask you for your undivided attention to the screen behind me, because in a few moments you will understand the words of the Jamaican reggae dancehall singer-songwriter Mark Anthony Myrie, professionally known as Gucci Banton. It's not an easy road, and we have a short documentary explaining and making you witness of the process of getting to this point tonight. So please give us your undivided attention for a very short documentary on the development of this beautiful international airport, Eduard Alexander Airport in Suriname. Ladies and gentlemen, please your attention.
Hier op de achtergrond zie je het terrein dat voor 5 generaties in de familie zit. En waarop we landbouw en veeteelt hebben gedaan al die tijd. En als het goed is, gaan we dus in de toekomst, binnen 2 jaar, willen we dan een internationale luchthaven hier aanleggen.
In de gemeente betekent dat je van de Nederlandse komen, die had mogelijk worden. En we hebben een heel interessant gesprek gehad, een heel lang gesprek waarin we nog gesproken over deze airport. En he caught me today and said, kom maar helpen geschiedenis te schrijven. Kom maar helpen om deze airport te openen, laat je geschiedenis van Suriname schrijven.
We hebben gekozen om een nieuwe luchthaven te bouwen, omdat zorgen waar we altijd van hebben beperkt is. We konden op een gegeven moment dus niet verder doorbreken, omdat de bepaling van zorgen tekort was. En dus ook de equipment die we konden inzetten was zeer beperkt. En om toch wel te kunnen uitbreiden in de regio hadden we een nieuwe luchthaven.
Sinds 2015 zijn wij de dedicated airport facility. Alle ontwikkelingen die in Suriname gaande zijn offshore met olie en gas. Daar zijn we trots op. Vanuit de veiligheidsoverweging kwam de vraag als we het verlengen van de helipad van flyway konden asfalteren van 1 kilometer lang. En als je flyway van 1 kilometer lang moet asfalteren, bouw je eigenlijk een runway. En met de runway bouw je eigenlijk een airport. transitie van heliport naar airport is een behoorlijke investering, maar wij delen het graag met Surinaamse bedrijven, zoals bijvoorbeeld GoTo, ook onze dedicated fuel supplier op de heliport en straks ook op de airport. Wij zijn trots als Surinaams bedrijf dat ook Surinaamse banken achter ons staan.
Mijn vader, dus Eduard Alexander Gummels, geboren in 1906 hier op dit land. Hij was een heel goed mens, kon iedereen helpen, maar hij was een no-nonsense guy. Hij hield van zijn koeien waren zijn kinderen ook. En daarom had hij ook topkwaliteit altijd en hij was een van de grootste melkproducenten in Suriname toen.
Hij heeft een basis gelegd in opvoeding voor generaties te komen van hard werken. Je zou moeten nadenken dat iemand rijdt op een tractor hier op het Groenland en kijkt naar de toekomst. Dat hij totaal geen idee heeft wat kan. Ergens heeft hij wel een zaadje gelegd en dat ligt in de opvoeding. Dat hier is wat we nu vandaag aan het bouwen zijn.
Maar een jongen van 12 jaar zei ik ook al dat. Dus zo zat mij, ik bedoel, de werken was way of life. Ik denk dat we niet trots op zijn. Want je moet nagaan, dus andere grote boerderijen om Paramaribo heen zijn vervallen. Zijn boerderijen blijven bestaan.
Eduard Alexander Gummels was mijn grootvader en dus de vader van de oprichter van Sky Farmers en Gummels. De airport is naar hem genoemd omdat ze altijd naar hem hebben opgekeken. En omdat hij veel heeft bijgedragen aan het oprichten van de bedrijven en het in stand houden van de bedrijven.
Het was een klein ondergrond. In principe komt erop neer dat we dus een weiland hebben omgetoverd tot een internationale airport.
Het werk start met natuurlijk een groot grondverzet van circa 20.000 kuub zand die we moesten realiseren. Vervolgens heb je dat door de leesbeslag aangebracht, 7.500 kuub en uiteindelijk leg je toch wel persoonlijk 10.000 ton asfalt aan.
Het initieel ontwerp had een baanlengte van 800 meter, maar gaandeweg rekening houdende met nieuwe ontwikkelingen hebben we de baan moeten verlengen naar 1200 meter tot een categorie 2B en hebben we dus een zuidzijde moeten connecten met de bestaande heli.
Wat ik wel heel mooi vond aan dit project is dat de opdrachtgever ons ook heeft gechallenged, ook op een internationaal niveau. Op een gegeven moment ontstond vanuit de opdrachtgever de vraag, kunnen we deze baan niet groeven? Groeving is, die levert een positieve bijdrage aan het spattend water dat ontstaat bij het regenen. En dat heeft een verhoogde bijdrage voor de veiligheid tijdens het landen en opstijgen.
We moesten op een gegeven moment ook de terminal gaan designen. En die terminal moest voldoen aan de eisen voor internationale vluchten als internationale luchthaven, maar ook gebruikt kunnen worden voor die helikopteroperaties die eigenlijk de core zijn van de business. Dus we hebben samen met de architect gezeten en we zijn tot een mooie design gekomen waarbij zeg maar, het gebouw in twee wordt gedeeld en één deel is voor de domestic flights, de helikoptervluchten, en het andere gedeelte voor de internationale flights.
Bij het ontwerpen waren er diverse aspecten waarmee we rekening moesten houden. Belangrijk is natuurlijk de safety, ervoor zorgen dat dingetjes wat kan worden wijze van spreken, dat de afstand van het gebouw de juiste afstand is van waar de vliegtuigen aankwamen. Een ander belangrijk aspect is ook een goede doorstroom van cliënten, ervoor zorgen dat bij rijvorming dat het niet een last vormt voor het totaal. Dus kortom, een complete goede flow van vertrek en van aankomst. Samen met de opdrachtgevers, EAG, hebben wij van architect getracht een ontwerp te maken dat gebaseerd is op green building. En dan heb ik het over zonnepanelen, over de greywater system, ook duurzaam bouwen. Dus gebruik maken van materiaal dat heel duurzaam is en tegelijkertijd ook minimale onderhoud vergt. En uitbreidingsmogelijkheden hebben wij ook dusdanig meegenomen dat dat niet een probleem wordt in geval de opdrachtgever wenst te vergroten.
To make an airport it's not an everyday job. Het wordt overigens zo'n vaak gedaan. En je moet je voorstellen, to make an airport in Suriname met beperkte luchtvaartdeskundigen, dat is best een challenge. Dus je werkt met consultants, je werkt met mensen die je supporten. Er is een heleboel gedocumenteerd internationaal en regels die je kan volgen en moet volgen. Maar je moet er wel doorheen gaan.
We hebben deze airport in vrij korte tijd kunnen opzetten, omdat we het juiste team hebben samengesteld. En van daaruit zijn we aan de slag gegaan om met alle stakeholders aan tafel te zitten en goed uit te leggen wat het belang is van deze airport. En samen met de overheid vaak te brainstormen over hoe verder, hoe gaan we zaken aanpakken.
Je moet er absoluut voor zorgen dat wanneer je dus hiermee wil beginnen, dat je eerst onze regelgeving raadpleegt en dan samen met casus afstemt van wat zijn allemaal de basiseisen waaraan wij zullen moeten voldoen. Pas wanneer wij allemaal ervan voldaan zijn dat je voldoet aan alle internationale standaarden, dan pas kunnen wij zo'n vliegveld operationeel verklaren. Een tweede internationale vliegveld was absoluut nodig. En met dit vliegveld gaat sowieso de ontwikkeling van de luchtvaart verder kunnen. Je krijgt natuurlijk ook een spin-off en dat is toerisme. En dat gaat absoluut bijdragen tot een verdere ontwikkeling in ons land.
Ik denk vooral dat je moet plaatsen in de ontwikkelingen met betrekking tot oil en gas. En dat je dus eigenlijk vanuit de stad al de stap kan maken naar het buitenland.
De komst van EAG Airport zal sowieso heel wat voordelen met zich meebrengen. Ook voor ons medische field is dat een geweldig project, want we liggen heel dicht bij het AZP. Maar al in al, dit project zorgt er wel echt voor dat Suriname op een andere manier weer op de kaart gezet wordt.
Ja, dat is een goede faciliteit zijn voor die oil en gas business. Dus als het een succes wordt, zal het veel betekenen voor Suriname.
Niet alleen wij zullen als airport hier een bijdrage leveren aan de groei van de economie door banen te creëren, maar ook alle andere bedrijven die hier aan verwant zijn en een bijdrage leveren. In onze business leveren indirect ook de Surinaamse samenleving. Daarbij de economie een groot bijdrage.
Deze airport is belangrijk voor Suriname omdat het zorgt voor de ontsluiting van het land en er zullen mensen komen die er anders niet zouden komen. Overvliegers die moeten komen tanken, die moeten overnachten om uit te rusten. Op den duur zal het ook wel toerisme bevorderen. En dan praat ik niet alleen over toerisme uit Europa of Amerika, maar gewoon in de regio. Verder nog voor de business community, dat gaat belangrijk zijn nu met de ontwikkelingen in Suriname, dat we toch wel efficiënt kunnen reizen naar de regio. En het maakt het allemaal makkelijker, maar belangrijker nog, we steunen Surinaamse bedrijven daardoor. En dat maakt natuurlijk de airport een 100% Surinaams product.
All right, I love it when a plan comes together. You guys were a bit earlier than I expected, but I appreciate it. I'm going to ask you to do that again in a few moments. I just need to please recognize the creator of this short documentary film on the process of getting to this point and getting to this official opening. That's Mr. Eduard and his team who worked on this documentary. And he did another documentary on aviation in Suriname, Mania in the West. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to do so. All right, Timothy started his speech
and he named a few very important aspects of the experience that customers will have at this airport: efficiency, reliability, and comfort. In a few moments, all of you will get the opportunity to cruise through the airport. I'm going to ask you to be a little bit patient and give the opportunity to our VVIP guests to get the guided tour from both Timothy and Dean. So I now ask the President of the Republic of Suriname, joined by the Vice President and the host, Timothy and Dean, to please lead the VVIP tables on a guided tour of the airport. The rest of you will follow soon. There's also going to be a very important moment at the doors of the airport, the entrance, the main entrance of the airport. The President of the Republic of Suriname will be invited to unveil a plaque commemorating this very historic day and moment. You will also be able to hear that from this place. Again, now I ask you, I know it's officially already open, but I find it extremely important that all of you join us in applauding the impressive team and the impressive work that was put into us being able to celebrate this moment today together. So please stand up. Opo kondremang. Please stand up and give a massive round of applause to the EAG International Airport team. Thank you so much for inviting us to be part of this historic moment. And now ask Dean and Timothy to please guide the President and the Vice President and the rest of the VVIPs to unveil the plaque commemorating the official opening of this international airport.
The Gummels family is also asked to join.
We gaan naar het hoofdgebouw. Vanaf met mij mee, we gaan naar het hoofdgebouw. Voorzichtig. Voorzichtig hier.
Welkom president, vicepresident. Hier is het moment. Oh, sorry.
Familieleden nog. Familieleden.
Mendoza,
Familieleden nog.
Familieleden hoor ik net, die worden gevraagd. Wie kan er nog bij? Wie? Yes. All right, president, you have the honor, sir.
Oké, iedereen geeft een handje, kom maar.
Iedereen mag een handje geven, zegt de president. Een heel belangrijk moment.
Kom maar een handje geven.
Yes, 3, 2, 1 en here we go. EAG Airport, de officiële opening van de Eduard Alexander Gummels Internationale Airport, is verricht door de president van de Republiek Suriname, zijn excellentie Chandrika Santokhi. Vandaag, ja, jullie gaan een hele mooie foto maken, president. Maandag 24 maart 2025. Dames en heren, hiermee zijn we dus echt officieel in business. Gefeliciteerd, EAG team. En ik denk dat nog een rondje applaus niet te veel is. Dean and Timothy, would you please lead us through the guided tour?
EAG is the eagle of Gummels.
Enjoy the journey.
We hebben ervoor gekozen om alles samen hier te brengen. Dat iedereen nog met een lekkere koffieshop hier kan brengen. Dat zowel de vertrekkende, maar ook de aankomende passagiers hier bij elkaar kunnen zitten. Dus hier voor u hebben we incheckbalies, infobalie. En we gaan die kant op over de stad.
Great,
U ziet,
heel aantrekkelijk uit. You are late for check-in.
I know. Baby.
Kom bien.
De kwantina. Dit is de grote man.
Ja, ik heb met hem gevlogen.
Ik kom met hem op.
Helemaal ten westen, man.
Wageningen, Skybark.
Heel lang geleden. Het was nog Scooter. Nee, toen moet je oversteken van ene plaats naar de andere.
Wat zijn die geschenken? Wat zijn die geschenken? Dat is hier even.
Hier?
Ja. Mooie service. Heel aantrekkelijk. Hij is nodig.
Morgen vertrekken.
Duty free.
Die mag aanbreken. En dan, oké. De helikopters die we hebben. En bij deze wil ik u wat overhandigen ook.
Die brieven moeten bij elkaar, toch?
Presentje.
Toen we daar apotheek gingen.
Ja,
precies. Dat zou hier plaatsen.
Bij deze alsjeblieft een presentje.
Een beetje kijken. Kijk. Geweldig, geweldig, geweldig. Ja, historisch vast.
Dank u.
Yes.
En dan.
Je hebt kort je moeder gezegd, toch? Jaartje.
Ja. We luisteren naar.
Ja, ze luisteren.
En het mag u naar deze kan ik brengen voor de...
Nog een keer daar zo.
Dit is de VIP-room. En we hopen dat u heel vaak gebruik van zult maken. Het is available voor u.
Mooi.
En voor de regering om gebruik van te maken. We zullen hem nog anders wat
Mooi.
afzetten. Anything you need in de
Heel mooi.
En u ziet overal door Surinaamse kunstenaars opgeruimd hier. En natuurlijk een foto van u mag niet ontbreken.
Mooi hè? Heel mooi hè? Geweldig. Dit is uw werk. Dit is uw werk. Ja, uw werk. En u heeft goede kinderen voortgebracht om dit allemaal te doen. Geweldig. Ja.
Oké, we gaan dan. Ik hoor.
On sait pas comment il y a français. On sait pas comment il y a français. Mais non. Ils essaient de fatiguer pour la future salon.
Ah, oh, non. Non, j'ai pas reçu. Mes amis.
Ja, toch.
Hier kom je aan, je paspoortcontrole hier. En hierna pak je bagage. En de douane krijgt hier nog controle nog bij aankomst voor de aankomst. En dan is de uitgangsgang van de tweede kosten. We gaan hier weer verder kunnen naar de vliegtuig.
Yes.
Gaat u nog even blijven?
Ik heb wel een andere meeting, maar ik heb iemand gemeld dat ik wat moet laten. Dat wil ik doen finale. Rechtdoor gewoon. Goed kerel. Ja, mooi man. Ja. Goeie ontwikkelingen. Ja, mooi. Mooi. Coincidence. Yes, great. Ja, gefeliciteerd. Congratulations. Waar gaan we nu?
Gaat niet wat eten? Ja,
andere bieden.
lekker hapje met een
Als het maar ik weet dat het lekker gaat zijn, ga ik het tweede nemen.
Dat mag ook. Dat mag ook. U weet het zeker?
En ik kijk wat u doet.
Ik heb hem overgehaald.
Bijna. It's a place to be. It's a place to be.
Ja.